So I'm having a chat with L Devine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are
Good.
you?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks so much. We have been playing a new single of yours called If I Don't Laugh, I'll Cry. Tell us a little bit about the single, first of all.
Well, thank you for playing it. And yeah, if I don't laugh, I'll cry is I've been calling it the sweet spot between having a mental breakdown and total liberation. So I guess it's kind of like me sinking into these feelings of kind of, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, but not giving a shit, you know? I think when things are all going wrong, it's kind of me not thinking about it and coping with it in maybe not the healthiest of ways, but definitely the most fun ways.
Yeah, for sure. And that's coming off your debut record out this week, Digital Artifacts. What can people expect to hear when they get a chance to take a listen?
Um, I guess if you are a fan of my music already, it's definitely it's classic L Devine in within the songwriting in the way that it kind of dresses up these like heavier subjects in humor. There's lots of like self-deprecating humor in there and um but I think even though I'm talking about some subjects that maybe don't get talked about in pop music, I definitely don't sacrifice like the catchy pop hooks and melodies. So I think yeah, it's pretty classic L Devine. It's definitely a bit of a redirection, but I think everyone's gonna love it.
Great stuff. Can't wait for it to come out. Now, you've released a whole bunch of EPs prior to this. How does this record sound in comparison to those?
Um, it's pretty interesting, I guess. Well, like I said, it is a redirection, but I think my favorite EP of my like previous EPs that I've released is probably Peer Pressure, and I kind of when I've been making this album, I've kind of always gone back to Peer Pressure as like a point of reference for like the kind of El Divine EP that felt like the most true to me and authentic, So songs like Peer Pressure and Daughter, I think the songwriting in them, like this album feels like the following steps after those. So yeah, I think like sonically, like definitely I've delved into some different worlds, but I think prior to this, I kind of was always exploring loads of different corners of pop. Whereas I think my intention with the album, and I think that's everyone's intention with an album, is to make something that kind of sits together well and like sounds cohesive. So yeah, I think there's definitely a sound on the record.
Great stuff. Great. And your EPs were released through Warner. You've now gone independent. How does it feel to be on your own doing this rather than a major label behind you?
Yeah, it feels really, really great. I think I just it really suited me to be independent at this time, like I've kind of absorbed all of the industry over the past couple of years and I feel like, I've been like a sponge and I kind of know what's what now. And I don't really need my hand held through it by a major label. Like I really wanted to just get as much out of being an artist as I possibly could. And I feel like, I think at major labels, there's always like a lot of cooks in the kitchen, and there's kind of only been one cook in this kitchen, and that's me, which is pretty sick. Yeah, so I really feel like I'm driving it, and I've just got so much more confidence now, and it just feels really, really good to know that I've done everything I can and that it's like all come from me and my vision. It feels like super empowering. And yeah, I think that's the way now for artists. It seems like every artist kind of also feels like way more empowered to go independent. I don't know, like there's so many artists that have went independent over the past couple of years and showing people that, if you've parted ways with a major label, it's not the end, it's like the beginning, really. So it's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. When it comes to the writing side of things, how do tracks normally start off for you?
Um, I think that this album was written very differently to how I'd written songs before, like I think when I was at my previous label and I was in sessions like every single day and I was really just kind of trying to learn my craft and I was so hungry to like prove myself that I just wanted to like work every single day and do as many sessions as possible. So it kind of felt like at times I was almost like speed dating in writing sessions because I was with like someone new like every single day pretty much. And I think whilst I did, I learned how to make a pop song. I don't know if it meant I I could, really connect with someone enough to feel to be able to feel vulnerable and write about things that um that felt really personal and authentic to me. So I wrote this record with my friend Julian, and we basically have spent the past nearly 3 years together now, making this. So it's so personal in that sense because I've written it with someone that knows me like so well. But in terms of the actual writing, I think I try to unlearn like all of that kind of pop masterclass that I had over the couple of years when I was with Warner. And I just tried to like go back to basics and just really trust in my own instincts. And I think not having a label around me at the time as well meant there was no other opinions for me to kind of send the song to at the end of the day. I think I always used to do that to for feedback or for validation even, and the only person that could really tell me what they thought of the song was me or Julian. So I think in that sense it was super freeing. But yeah, I guess a lot of it just starts with me and Julian jamming, or I've made a lot of the like quite a few of the songs on here like started as an idea on my laptop, or like writing poetry on my phone or something. It's different every single time, to be honest.
Do you think then when you start writing for the next record, you'll continue it in the same fashion, or is there certain things you'd want to change next time?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to. Me and Julian have already started writing it, so I definitely see it as me and Julian still. I think, we've talked about it maybe like bringing someone else on board like towards the end. I think that would be kind of fun, like tying with like some additional production or just someone that we really trust, whose ear we like really trust and sound design and stuff. I think that could be kind of cool. And it's always nice, I think, at the end of the process of something to kind of like give it to someone else. That does seem pretty sweet. But I think that the same way, I think I definitely this album gave me the confidence to start ideas myself. So I think I just want to keep doing that. I think I want to write alone a bit more as well, like start writing songs, just me on my guitar or me on my laptop, and then taking them into the studio afterwards.
Nice. And as you've now mentioned that you're working towards record two, do you know what direction you want to take it?
I think that's what we're doing right now. We're kind of just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So I think we're even with Digital Artifacts, I didn't know what it was until we were like, I don't know, like 30 songs deep. And then you start carving it. I mean, you still don't know what it is then because everything's so different. And then you keep carving it down until it's like, okay, well, okay, this is what the sound is. And then after that, after you've got the album, it's so easy to write for that album. Like I could write songs for Digital Artifacts all day long still. And it's kind of like, yeah, daunting closing the door on that because you know it so well. So I think I'm not yet at the place where I know what it is for the second album. I'm still also my foot is still in this world. I'm
Yeah.
talking about this album all the time, so it's kind of hard for me to get out of that at the minute. But I don't know. We'll see. It sounds really cool. I love some of the songs that we've written so far.
Yeah, for sure. And you'll be wanting to play these tracks live. You get to be out on the road in April, but you can't wait to be touring again.
Yeah, I'm buzzing. It's gonna be sick. I think this album really lends itself to the live side of things. It's like a lot more live instruments than I've ever had on any other release. So I'm excited to do that.
Yeah, for sure. And then we're into the summer, which is festival season. Are you hoping to be on some festival lineups this year?
I'm hoping so, yeah, definitely. I think once this album comes out and people hear it, we'll see what happens. But yeah, hopefully a summer of festivals sounds really nice.
Yeah, fingers crossed for that. And I'm sure you'll be wanting to take it overseas as well.
Oh, I'd love to, yeah. Yeah, there's a all like my bucket list
Is there any
things.
plans?
I think yeah, we're working some stuff out, but I guess we've just gotta put this album out and see what happens, see if it's we'll go where the demand is.
Yeah, absolutely. Olivia, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Thank you, you too. Thanks so much.